Hey Shooby-Doodlers, how are you doing? Well, I'm storming ahead with my special delivery. I've got 10 days to get all this artwork done. So today is my first day. I've been storming ahead, been doing artwork. What is that? These are polka dots. I'll show you what I do with those later. I've done 4 spreads of artwork today. And I'm going to share with you how I painted this spread here and explain lots of stuff, tell you all about the project and all sorts of little secret hints and tips along the way. Oh, that's all wrong. Get rid of that. That was... I don't know what happened there. So, must have had some colour left on the brush or something there. Oh, right. So this is my Make My Children's Book challenge, and still, I don't know. I'm still not entirely sure it's a children's book. Like I say, I think it's more a baby shower gift book. It's more a book for the parents than the kids, and maybe it's also for when those kids start going, where do babies come from? That's when you can fob them off with this if you don't want to go into the deep biological detail. If you don't know the deep biological detail, if you think it's not age appropriate, then this is going to be the book that you can bring out and just have a bit of fun. And or maybe also you can be use it as a conversation starter, and having read the book, do you think that's true? And so this is a Where Do Babies Come From book for our modern digital times. And you just choose them, really. Choose them and have them delivered. And that's the story here. And this is Penny, this is Benny. And I have been drawing these characters for quite a while now. I think the dummy I made for the book is at least over a year old, and they've been changing. I've been kind of doing little pictures of them, putting them on Instagram. For a long time I thought it was really important that I knew who they were and what they did. And so Penny is kind of, well, I don't know, I think maybe it's changed a bit again. I kind of wanted her to be very, very modern and whatever, and I reached the point where I'm not sure that it really matters. So I kind of reached the conclusion that she's a fashion blogger, and so I started a Penny and Benny Instagram account and had her in lots of gorgeous costumes, and she's kind of a retro fashion blogger, really. So she does, sort of loves dressing up in Dior and Yves Saint Laurent and stuff. And now I'm just not really sure that's that much of a thing. I think it's in the back of my mind the whole time. I kind of think, yeah, that's who I know who she is. And Benny, originally I had him. He was going to be a kind of a computer software geeky kind of guy. I wanted him kind of working at home, I think, so that he can be a working stay-at-home dad, to be around the babies if I decide to do another book. I've got ideas for other books with Penny and Benny. And so what happened? So it's been sitting around for such a long time, this project, and I've been just wanting to get on with it. Now, there's going to be a few kind of weird things going on here, because of me making a bit of a thing on YouTube with a couple of videos up here talking about what's the difference between a professional and a non-professional artist. And I don't want to use the word amateur because that has kind of connotations of not being as good. Quite often an amateur can be much better than a professional. The only thing that makes the difference is that a professional earns their living from doing what they do, And an amateur can quite often be much better technically, much better ideas, but their life is just in a different place and they don't want to do it full time. Also, sometimes when you do, there's something you love, like art and things like that, when you do it for a job, suddenly all the love goes out of it and it becomes a job. And people make a very rational decision about that and say, I don't want to do that. I don't want to be that person that's constantly thinking, "What I got to, hustle, and get this thing done." And they'd much rather, in their spare time, just take their time and work through their art, and they're doing it for love. There's nothing wrong with that. I think I'm doing this for love. And I think that was a big decision that I made yesterday morning. So this has all happened rather quickly. I think Penny and Benny is this whole thing, I realise, is actually I don't think it's a vanity project, but I think it's a full love project. And I'm not quite sure how commercial it is. So as a professional business kind of thing, I'm not quite sure about it, and I can't be bothered taking it to publishers, because I think they'll go, this isn't for us, because it's not quite a children's book, it's not quite this, not quite that, and they might not quite understand it, and so I thought, right, I've got a tiny little window of opportunity, and so I'm going to just make this thing. I'm going to publish it myself, and this is my little love job. But at the same time, I've only got a short amount of time to do it in. And so I've just got to get on with it, and I'm going to be using, professional techniques that I've kind of learned over the years. So I'm not going to paint these because I've already done the pages of that, and I'm going to copy that on Photoshop and just drop them in there and here as well. I'm not going to repaint that. Similarly, Penny's dress is actually polka dot, has white polka dots, and I'm not going to spend hours and hours and hours painting polka dots when I can just drop them in on Photoshop and they'll be kind of the same in every picture. Finish Benny up here. Originally Penny was very pink. Here, this is how she used to look a year ago. And she has changed. She's become peaches and cream. That's what Benny says, and he should know. So, they're a cat and a dog. They are madly in love with each other, which is a bit weird, isn't it? And so, yeah, that's what they're about. And so I think, cat and dog together having babies, what is that about? And it's taken me a long time to get it together and work it all out. And the thing about them is that they are madly in love, and they're kind of like the modern family. The modern family is very mixed up. In fact, I think everybody's very mixed up these days. And I can give you maybe a pink shirt, because he's that kind of guy. And he's got dark grey trousers, pants, sorry. We say trousers, you might say pants. We say pants, you say underwear. Okay, so we call the thing underneath the trousers, we call them pants. So, that's just a British thing. So where am I now? So, so I'm on a limited time. It's just kind of, because it's the summer, it's vacation period, and everyone's away. Nobody's after me for anything, and at the moment my calendar is clear, but you just never know when people aren't going to come along and ask for something quickly. And things like that. So I want this to be pink here. That's quite dark, isn't it? Yeah, so that's where I am. And so my plan is that I'm doing this. If you want to pre-book, click up here and you'll find a link to the pre-book page, and you can get the launch edition, which is going to be kind of a gift edition with a little card you can give to somebody if you want to give it as a sort of baby shower gift, something like that, to family and brand new family. I think it's going to be kind of a fun book you want to give to when you don't know, somebody's just had a baby and you think, I don't know, what am I going to give them, and you just don't know. And this is going to be the perfect gift, I think. And we need some more blue on the front. Right there. So we need blue. Down to there. So I'm going to be making these videos over the next few days until I've finished. And if you've got any questions you want to ask about technique and whatever, then put them in the comments box below. Because I'm just sitting here painting away, drawing away, and thinking, what can I talk about next? And it's so much easier if I've got kind of a list of stuff that I know people actually want to know. And I know some people will be wanting to know, what kind of paper is this that I'm using? It's stretched out with masking tape. What kind of masking tape do I use? I use 3M101E, and that's taken a while to find that. I used to use something else, and then it's kind of been replaced by that now, I think. And I buy it in bulk on Amazon. I buy about 10 rolls at a time. And I got a whole list of things down below, links to stuff that you cannot get the paper anymore, I'm afraid. It's some stuff called CS2, and the mill that used to make the paper went out of business 20, maybe even 30 years ago. And I discovered somebody had a secret supply, and I bought it all up. So, and I'm about halfway through it, so I don't know what I'm going to do when I finally get through it all. I bought, it's like a great big enormous pack. It was about that deep, so there was a lot of it, but I'm not sure that it's a lifetime supply. I have found some other stuff recently which I quite like, but I just keep coming back to this, mainly because I got it in my secret hiding place. And I think we just need something on the watch there. We need a bit more modelling on the dress. Some people will say I'm a bit slapdash. Well, yeah. That's just the style. That's just my style. I'm not very good at spending hours and hours and hours doing sort of minute detail. Also, it comes back to that professional thing. I haven't got the time. I haven't got the time to spend. Time is money. I haven't got the time to spend doing intricate little things. Intricate artwork. It costs money. It costs time, and time is money. And it sounds kind of really mercenary, I suppose, doesn't it, to even talk like that in terms of art? But I think, art with a capital A is something very different. This is commercial art, This is this is illustration. It's commercial art. I'm not doing it for capital A. Art. That doesn't mean that I'm just, just knocking it out. I put so much thought into these characters. I put so much thought into this book. I've been working on it for about 20 years, I should think. And so, the art and the love and the heart and everything is there. But to be able to do it, I just got to make that decision. Let's just do it. And to be able to just do it, I have to kind of do it in a short time. And just get on with it. I think that's it. By the way, if you think that was speeded up, that was real time. So thanks for watching. Keep coming back. I'm going to stick up something up on YouTube every day while I'm doing this project. Keep coming back. See you tomorrow. In the meantime, keep watching. I'll see you next time. You take care now. Bye-bye.